Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. We are back with the T4. Got my girlfriend Charlotte here as well.
Hiya.
And yeah, today's job is going to be insulation and sound deadening. So we've got the van, obviously it's fully stripped out, it's been all sort of cleaned up, ready to go. So I'll talk you through what we've got and then we'll get cracking.
Right, what are we doing today?
So today, first things first, yeah, obviously as I say, van's fully stripped out. We're going to put a little bit more sound deadening in it. So if you just pop into the van here, we've still got all the factory sound deadening. So we've got 1, 2, same at that side, and then we've still got the 4 sheets along the top. So what we're going to do is, we're not going to completely cover these panels because you don't need to do that. You just need a small bit of coverage. But like so these rear quarters that I've welded in and sort of the side panels on the van and stuff, we're just going to add a little bit more. We'll maybe stick a little sheet just on top of the tubs as well. You don't need too much of this stuff. A little goes a long way, and it just helps to stop the vibrations, to sort of lessen the road noise. And then after that, so that's what these are. Then after that we've got 2 rolls of this stuff. So this is, I think this is 10-meter rolls, and it's kind of closed cell, sort of soft foam type stuff. We're going to cut that down to size as well. And basically we're just going to cover these entire sort of sections of the exposed skin, and we're going to do that along the top on each panel, rear quarters, along the sides, all that stuff as well. We're going to cover the tubs as well. And then we have some of this stuff as well. This is just aluminium foil tape, and that will just sort of seal up all the seams on the insulation. So first things first, we're going to start cutting these down to size, and we'll get them fitted to the sides of the van. Cool, so now we've got the sound deadening pads on, we can move on to the next stage. It's this closed cell foam insulation. So say we've got 10-meter rolls, so we're just kind of roughly cutting it to size, and then we are essentially just going to stick that roughly in place. This stuff is super sticky, so you kind of only get one shot at this really once it's down there. If you get it roughly in place, start to just kind of press it down. We can always trim these edges, or we'll just use the foil tape just to seal them up. But just sort of press it into the panel, and then you can use the little roller just to really seal any air bubbles. like I say, it's super sticky. I would still give the panel a good clean with a cloth first, just to get any dust off. It might prevent it from getting sort of its maximum stickiness off the back. Okay, so the T4 is now fully insulated. We've done the wheel tubs, the quarters, the sides. We've done the full roof there as well. And we've done the sliding door as well. So we've not yet done the tailgate, and the reason is just in that bottom corner, there's a little bit of rust that I need to repair. So there was no point in filling this with insulation just to attack that corner with a welder. So once we've repaired that, we'll be able to insulate the inner skin of the tailgate as well. So yeah, we've kept it fairly simple, just a two-stage process with the sound deadening pads and the closed cell foam. And then I've just went round everything with the aluminium foil tape just to seal up all the seams as well. I've also kept the wiring on the outside of the insulation as well, so we might tap into some of this to run some lights on the ceiling. So I've just had the van out for a quick 2-minute road test just to see if the noise in the back has reduced at all. And I think it's fair to say it has. Quite a big reduction in noise. Still getting the odd flick of a stone hitting off of the floor pan, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was before. So the arches and the tubs and stuff were all insulated. Now obviously I still need to fit a floor, walls, and a sort of headliner as well. And the tailgate will also need some insulation as well. But I'd say overall, the sound deadening is doing its job. But that's going to be it for this video. In the next one, we're going to start looking at how to finish off this floor. So we'll have some kind of insulation type stuff. And we're undecided yet what we're going to finish the floor in. We still need to have a think about that. And the other thing we'll need to do is start to build out some kind of walls or some coverings for these bits that are insulated. And also, because I've ripped out all the headliner, we're going to have to replace that with something else as well. And at the same time, we're starting to think about what sort of electrics we want to run in the back. So whether or not to run a leisure battery, and yeah, basically what appliances and stuff we think we might have in the back of the van. I've also got a diesel heater to fit, and that's going to sit just under the driver's seat base. So I'm hoping to make a separate video on that. And on top of that as well, I need to make a mount to hold the spare wheel underneath the van. Because obviously with repairing the cross members and the floor pan at the back here, the sort of original spare wheel holder and the mounting points and all that are no longer there. So I will need to fabricate up something to hold that. This is all stuff that will come in future videos on the channel. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. As always, please like, comment, subscribe to keep up to date with the videos on the T4. And we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.